Unit 5 Changes How and Why. Chapter number 12 Discovery of Fire. In Stone Age, early man lived in jungles which were full of wild animals. He was then hunting animals for his food. He was using stones and other such weapons to kill animals. During the Stone Age period, he did not know how to cook the food. He ate raw flesh. During the passage of time, one day, he saw wild animals running away from fire. All the trees and bushes caught fire. Some animals ran away in fear, and some who could not escape were burnt alive. He felt the warmth of fire when went near the burnt fire. He also tasted a piece of burnt flesh. He noticed that the piece of burnt flesh was much tastier than the raw one. From that incident, he must have understood the benefits of fire. He began to use fire, but still he was unable to make fire. The discovery of fire was made accidentally. One day, he observed some sparks of fire coming out when one stone crushed leaves and they burst into flames. This way, he learnt it to fire by rubbing two stones and using grass as fuel. This wonderful discovery of fire changed the life of the early man. Later, fire was used for various purposes, cooking food. After the discovery of fire, man cooked, roasted, and boiled his food. He found that cooked meat became tastier than raw meat. Moreover, with passage of time, man found that food after treating with fire became germ-free, and thus the early man became healthy also. For getting warmth. In cold weather like winter, the fire was used to give warmth to early man. For seeing at night. During night, the flame of fire was used to illuminate. Early man found that his visibility also improved with the presence of fire. Safety from wild animals. Early man found that wild animals were afraid of fire. He used fire as a tool to keep wild animals away. This also ensured them safety from wild animals at night. Clearing of land for farming. With the use of fire, the early man could get rid of unwanted plants and material with less labor. The land could be cleared for farming purposes. Fire helped man to be civilized. In the beginning, man himself was afraid of fire. He gradually learned to control fire. About 10,000 to 15,000 years ago, some wandering bands of people had already begun to live near river banks. Some people started to grow crops. Gradually, villages were developed and man's life changed completely. Fire helped man to make new tools and weapons. Early man also started to use fire in other ways. He used fire to melt metals, copper and tin. He mixed both the metals and produced a hard metal called bronze. He learned to make new weapons with bronze. These tools were sharper and stronger. Hunting of animals and cultivation became easier. Today, man uses fire in various ways. Fire provides the energy to run machines and keep industries running. Fire provides power to move trains and ships. Fire is used to generate electricity. Things to remember: the early man rubbed stones and discovered fire. Early man used fire to keep themselves warm and to cook food. Early man used fire to keep wild animals away from themselves. They used fire to make new and stronger weapons. Fire helped them to grow crops.